Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 22nd of December. Today with Robert Murray McShane, we read 2 Chronicles chapter 26, which recounts the history of Uzziah, also known as Azariah, a king in Jerusalem. And we're told that he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, just as his father Amaziah had done. He began his reign as a young king, and he reigned for many years. And he was a good king. He did what was right. He followed God. He established the kingdom. He defeated enemies. He trusted in God, and all was going well. However, we read in verse 16, but after Uzziah became powerful, his pride led to his downfall. He was unfaithful to the Lord his God and entered the temple of the Lord to burn incense on the altar of incense. It really looks like his success went to his head. Burning incense was a role reserved for the priests, and even then certain of the priests. And it appears that he thought, because God was on his side, because God had blessed him, because he was following God and faithful to God, and God had given him all the success and made him as strong and as powerful as he was, therefore it was appropriate for him to take on some other roles. But it wasn't. And as I read that, I thought, I see this so often. And I think of a number of clergy, they get promoted and they become something like a canon, and suddenly they change. And they seem to, you have a sense that they're looking down on you, that you're not part of those elite groups, therefore you're not as important as them. And I saw it at the school, where you'd have wonderful boys coming through the school, and every so often some of them would become prefects, and their attitudes would change. Their friendships would change. And you think, no, that has gone to your head. And we see it in business. We see it in politics. We see it all over the show. And the challenge for us is to avoid that, to recognize everything we have and all we do and any success comes from God. And we realize it's not about us. And yes, we can compare ourselves to people, and we'll find people that we're better than, and inevitably we compare ourselves to those people. If there were other people we could compare ourselves to who are better than us, and we're not quite there yet, but we need to compare ourselves to Jesus. And then all the differences that we have as human beings pale into insignificance. And we say, am I like Jesus? And we realize, well, certainly I realize, no, I have a long way to go still. There's so much more that I need to do. There's so much baggage in my life. There's so much that isn't right, that I haven't got any excuse. There's no reason for me to think I'm better than anyone else or to have it go to my head. And so we need to be careful that pride doesn't become our downfall. If we compare yourself to Jesus, and if you do that, you can never be proud. You can only be thankful. You can be grateful. You can be full of praise and wonder that when we're as bad as we are, yet we're loved, yet we're held by God, yet he uses us despite ourselves. And that is always glorious. So be encouraged in that each day.